Hello everyone, it's Carol with scrapadabadoo.com. I'm here to make this adorable mitten box. It was an idea that I had seen on Pinterest um, on a blog called Amethyst Cat, and I adapted hers to fit the Spellbinders steel rule die that we currently have in the store. And it's a dimensional box that you can fill with goodies. And I have only decorated one side of it with a leaf from, Petaloo. It's an older one that I've had in my stash, so I just pulled it out and used it on this. So what you are going to need is either the steel rule die, which this can cut chipboard and it fits into the Big Shot, or we do have them cut out in chipboard available in the store as well. We will need 2 of the mittens cut out, and you'll need 2 pattern papers, and we want to make sure that you cut them out so that they are going the same way like this, so that when we put them together they're done like that. And the way I do this is I fold my 12 by 12 paper in half, and then I put it on there. That way you're cutting one right side up and one upside down, so then when they come out they're mirror images. And you'll also need to do the same thing with some cardstock, or you can do it out of pattern paper as well and make both sides the same. And then we're going to use some twine and a little decoration, and I've picked out another button. And then I also cut out felt pieces to go on the bottom of the mitten for at the back, and I just did this by running this through on this part of the die and then evening it up when it comes out, or you can freehand cut it if you'd like. And then we're going to need another piece of cardstock, or you can use pattern paper, and it's going to be cut at 6 and 6 1/4, and then you're going to score it. I don't know if you can see the score lines. There they are, at 2 inches on all 4 sides. And we'll work with that here in a minute. So let's get going. As you know, I like to use the Pioneer glue stick to stick my paper to chipboard. It doesn't seem to come up, and it gives me a little time to fiddle with it so that I can get it placed in just the right spot. So to do this, you want to make sure that you get the edges really good with the glue stick. And it doesn't take too much, but you want to make sure that you get all of the edges, and then just put your paper on. And like I say, it gives you a little bit of time to be able to move your paper around so that it lines up on your chipboard really well. And then if there's any glue on the edges, you can just use a baby wipe to do it off. I like to use my brayer and to press it down really good. And then I just take a baby wipe and wipe the edges to get the stickies off. So let's just turn it over, and we're going to go ahead and glue the cardstock to the back side. And these little boxes are really cute. I am going to do these for my girls for Christmas. I always try to make all of the girls in the family a little bit of something and put a little gift in it. So I will probably go and get some hand lotion, or maybe some of the little lip glosses, and put in there. And then if you get any glue on your paper, just fold it. This is a good way to use up your scrap paper that you have. We're just going to do the other side. This is actually really a quick craft. It doesn't take long once you get it figured out. I'm just going to glue that down. Give it a good burnishing with the brayer. Flip it over. And all of these products that I am using you can find in the store at scrapadabadoo.com. This is just a random paper that I've had in my stash. I know we all have Christmas paper left over from years gone by. So then I am going to put the felt on the bottom of these, and I am going to use score tape. And this is actually miracle tape. Either one will work, whichever you prefer to use. Oops. I find it holds the felt down. I've tried using glue and that doesn't work. So this is what works for this. Okay, so before I put this on, I'm going to go ahead and ink all four sides. And I am using the Vintage Photo. And I like the little mini pads and the round applicator. And it seems to want to get in the cracks really well. And I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to do the back side as well, because you will see the back side or the inside of the box when you get done. So a little bit of glue that escaped, so I'm just going to go in and wipe it off. And it wipes off really well and doesn't leave a mark. These would be a great teacher's gift as well. So now let's go ahead and get this put on. Just make sure you match it up. You don't need to put them on the inside because that's where your box will be, so they really wouldn't show up. Pardon me. Just glue that down. All right, so we can set these aside, and then we're going to make our box. And like I said, you want to 6 by 6 1/4, and you're going to score it 2 inches on all 4 sides. So what I do is I just line it up, and then I just continue to turn it and score it until you've got all 4 sides done. And then you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut on 2 sides up to where the score lines meet. And flip it over and do the opposite side. Okay, then you're going to fold all your score lines. And then we're going to take some quick dry glue or whatever glue you prefer. And we're going to glue these together. So let's put a nice little bead around the edges. And then a little bit in the center. And fold it up so that they line up. You want your edges to line up. And then I'm just going to do the other side here. It might be a little overkill on the glue, but I'd much rather have too much than not enough. And just line it up and press it down. And then we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Just making sure that you line your edges up. And there you have your box. So then we're going to take our mitten, and I'm just going to center this, and I'm going to leave it up from the bottom just a skosh. It's probably maybe 1/4 of an inch, if that. I'm just going to apply some glue. And then you want to line it up, making your bottom of your box straight and centering it between the 2 edges of your mitten. And then just press it down. I don't know where my bone folder is. It seems to have escaped. I will need to find it. Okay. So then we're going to take the other side and add glue here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand my mitten up. And then I'm just going to eyeball it and press this one in. And that way it seems to line it up pretty good. And then just press it down really good. Okay, so there you have your little box. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take some twine. And I'm just going to leave a little out this way so that I can tie a bow. And then we're going to wrap it around here 3 or 4 times. It's up to you how many times you want to do it. You don't want it to be too tight because it'll press that box in. But you want it tight enough to where it'll hold. Okay. Just going to cut it off. Make sure you haven't pushed it too tight to bow your box. Tie it in a nice little bow. And snip off your ends. And then I had found this big green button, and I'm not sure I want to use it. It's a little bit big. I'm not sure. I don't think I want to use that. I'll find something else to put on there. Maybe we'll just punch out a snowflake or something. So you want to push this down. And then with whatever decoration you want to put on the side, I'm just going to cut this down. Add some glue to the back. And then we're just going to tuck it down inside the twine a little bit. And press the leaves down to the box so that it sticks. And voila! Let's go ahead and punch out a snowflake and put a snowflake back behind that. Grab some white paper. And this is the new Tim Holtz Snowflake Punch. I think to give it some sparkle, I'm just going to grab my clear Wink of Stella. I don't think this one's clear. I think I got the cap wrong on it. Oh, well, we'll just go ahead and use it. It says clear, but it looks more silver to me. But it'll make it sparkle. So we'll just, yeah, it's more of a silver, but I like it. When you use the Wink of Stella, you want to make sure you shake it up good, and that way it'll get the glitter down in with the ink. I like using this because it dries faster than the stickles. Stickles takes a while to dry, but I do like my stickles. Okay. And now we're just going to take a little pop dot, pop it on the back. And now you could attach one there, but I'm going to put it right there on my... And there you have it. There is your cute little gift box. You can fill it up with whatever fits. Some candies, some lotions. You could make it something fun for a teacher and maybe put a little coffee gift card in there. So there you have it. How adorable is that? Thank you for watching, and you can find everything you need to make this fun project at scrapadabadoo.com. Have a good day. See you soon.